but I will speak. It's something will be amazing here to talk about. We're humans, and we all know that. But I saw something which is really important to mention too. Who is the most powerful creation on this ground, this earth? Who's the smartest? Who's really clever? Who's changing things? All of us, we will say at the same time, human. Now, the second question that I want to ask, all this, all this power, like our mind, all that, should be just for, or the goal of it, in those 60 years, in those 70 years, wherever, to just eat and drink and just to build a family with a beautiful house? Is this the way? In 70 years? Actually, in this case, and let me say that, we're humiliating humans and humans' power. Because the opportunity, it's much bigger than that. What I'm saying here, like, just think about that. Religion and finding answers on the questions, it's not something like a culture. It's not something like maybe if you know it, it's fine. If you didn't know it, it's okay. Because that will be the big question, which is really important to find the answer, which is a real answer, and correct answer. Following the fathers and the mothers without mentioning and without like rethinking and think again about if that's right or no, it's not something maybe or you have to do, or is something better not to do or better to do. It's something you have to do because you are a human being. You have all this opportunity, which is that's why the fate and after death, what will happen? What will happen to us? What after death? 70 years after that. It's a bigger question. I'm not going to answer that just and let you talk about all this. No. What I will say is food and drinking, finding just place to live, it's just an equipment. It's not a purpose. Because some people, they said, the most important thing is finding answers. You can find this even in movies, which means like it's really big thing. To talk about this, we have a big question. Does we have a choice in this life or we don't? If I said that and I told you that, it means that we have two options. We have a choice or we don't have a choice. And to talk about this, I need to answer on that simply before getting to details. We're both. Some things we really have a choice, and something else we don't. It's just an example. Do you have a choice? Like, I want to talk about your family. Did you choose your father or your mom? The answer is no. Did you choose your place that you were born in it, your country? You tell me no. Did you choose like your name? Did you choose, for example, I'm talking about like your gender, male, female? Say no. So in this case, you didn't choose that. But otherwise, did you choose to watch this? Yeah. Did you choose to eat your breakfast today? You tell me yeah. I did. My clothes, I did choice. I buy it. So all of that, something we have a choice, something we don't. In this case, it's an evidence that we have power over us, because something we can't like I didn't choose to live in Syria, for example. It's not my option. Got it? So that's why there's a power over us. And if you go and think about this just for just a minute, understand that each one of us, he had a goal, that his existence was for something. Your existence was for something. There is a benefit from your creation in a specific place with a specific, in a specific family, and with a specific gender. It's a specific thing. Just there's a purpose for that. It's not for nothing. It's not because just this accident happened by accident. No, there is a purpose for that. So now, next question: why? I mean, why we're here? Why we're living now? Oh, and all of that, like that's another, and just it's a bigger question, and it's just like kind of like slavery, or just because just you want us to live here, or the God who want us just to live here and just no without a choice, or we have a job to do, we have a will, and somehow, what the answer is, we have a will. All those details, I'll start telling you all those details one by one in just 20 minutes, talking about all that. First, we know, and I explained, and I believe Allah is the most compassionate, and He's the most merciful. And to know that, in this case, I have a job to do, but I need to find peace with myself so I can go forward. If I am fighting myself, fighting my existence, fighting my gender, in this case, I can't go just, I can't go even step. And what is the goal? In this case, we have maybe some of questions, or some of answer will be, I want to, because we want to build a family, because we just, no, something bigger than that. It's important, the family, it's bigger than that. I want, because I want to, because you, I want to be like engineer. It's something good, but it's bigger than that. You want to be doctor helping people. It's bigger than that. What I say, all of us, we're in a journey. This journey started from like when our moms were pregnant, and will continue after the death. In this journey, the purpose is one, which is it's knowing our God, finding that, so we have peace, and we have to go to point that we're not thinking, we're sure that there is one true God. We only worship Him. We only believe in Him. And then the next question, how He wants us to be, how He wants this creation to be, how He wants and He likes this, my neighborhood to be, my relationship with my dad should be, my relationship, everything. When I take a look to that from this point, how Allah wanted me, how Allah wants me to be with my dad, with my wife, with my family, and all of that. Allah doesn't force us. By the way, does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know everything? Or he does, or he didn't know that? If we do something, or I choose my clothes, I choose my breakfast today, does Allah know that? And if He knew that, did He choose it? Or He didn't? How is that would work? What's this complicated? It's not complicated. It's really simple. I'll go to find with you the answer. Let's go to break first. Okay, so do we have a break? Okay. Allah, or the God, He knew what we will do because He's the God. It doesn't mean that He's forcing us to do something. Actually, we have a choice and a lot of things between our hands. When you decide to find the answers, it's your choice. And when you find yourself like, and you want just to focus on eating, drinking, what's the best food today that you want to eat, what's the best place that you want to live, and all of that, and you want to grow anything else, it's also your choice. Allah mentioned that in Quran. He said, if someone want to believe, he can believe. Someone he don't, he can do that. There is no pushing you, but it's like a messages. One of those messages, you will find someone here is speaking, somewhere there, post on Facebook, on Instagram, and all of that. Believing in God, it's just the beginning. But we have something else after that. How can I remember? How can I focus? And because in this case, the holy thing, it's focus on this relationship. Me and my God. The relationship between how that would go in the best way. In the best way. It just because that's how you should, that's the biggest thing. Let's suppose that you will meet your God after death. What you will say? And if he asks you questions like why you didn't do that, why you didn't find the answer, why you didn't search, why you didn't worship, what is your answer? You can't lie. So what is your answer in that? So that's why we're here, and I'm looking for, I found answers. You can find answers too. You can just take a look. But the things is, Allah did, by the way, He didn't force anyone to choose his religion. In the same time, even in Islam, if there's an Islamic country, it's impossible to force something to leave Islam. What you see, something like ISIS and all of that, black, just flags, they killing someone is not believer and all of that. It's not. It's just, it's a game. It's not the religion itself. Islam doesn't go like that. I'm mourning about Islamic empire through all those years. If there's someone, he's a Muslim. If there's someone, or there's someone is not a Muslim, he's a Christian, he can live freely. He can live freely. It's not a problem. Nobody will say why you're a Christian. Nobody still will say that. It's wrong to say that. If someone is Jewish and he want to live between the Muslims, his neighborhood is a Muslims, his maybe his son became a Muslim, it's not a problem. Because what we going to do is just build the society in the best form, in the best way, not fighting each other and making wars all the time. We're not doing this. And Islamic Empire didn't do this. If someone did this because he doesn't know, someone had to teach him, and he need to guide need to guide him and to stop him. It doesn't mean like some going this way. So, in this case, what I said about that. So Allah, He knows everything, but we just choose a lot of things. Not all of it, but a lot. In this case, what the question is, what you will choose, what you will choose. What is your questions about this universe? Science is just show things. It's not like it's not change things. And I mean, just an example. If I if I just I don't know what's in the sea, then the science show us with the cameras and a lot of devices that there's in the deep like ocean. We have creations, we have a fish, we have something, we have like this kind of creation. It's just we call that, in this case, what we did. We just know now. Does that change anything? No, it's just knowing. But what's the benefit from this knowledge? What's the benefit from this knowledge? The benefit from this knowledge is just to see more. So that will go on your choice. Your knowledge should change something. I see that a lot of time. I saw this a lot of time. Videos came, one like his or a woman, maybe she's making reaction and just like show off on YouTube or Facebook. And I like this is really amazing. I like, for example, like to this cute relationship between dad and daughter, but she hated her daughter. I'm sorry, yeah, her dad. She's hating him. She fired him. So she fired him. She doesn't doesn't love her dad. So all of that. So, but when she do this relationship, and all this reaction happen, doesn't change anything. In fact, this is a bigger problem. What we like, as I say, your knowledge, something you learned, it's in you. In this case, that should go up to yourself, how that will change you from your inside. If that didn't happen, you need to check and sit alone for a time and think about that. If you find something beautiful, you should follow, because it's your choice. That's your choice. You have to choose and you have to work for that. If that doesn't work, you need to search again and look again, because it's your only choice to this life, to live in this life 70 years. There's no other life after that. You're not going to repeat. It's not a game to restart again. That's the point. It's something really important. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, which is really, I want to stop maybe meeting guests like this. I'm talking just about this episode. Of course, we have a guest next week, inshallah, as I organized. But when I see something beautiful, I have to follow. If I didn't, I have to fight myself and push myself. I need to push myself and make a decision that I want to do this. I have to do this. Because if I didn't that, I will lose opportunity to be a better person. That will go against me, by the way. In this case, our goal from this to be a better, right? To be better. Your relationship with God should be the best. Your relationship with your family should be the best. You should not just go and ignore everything around you. You're living between these people, so you have to change something. Change something. Working on yourself, working on your society, working on your country. That should be your goal. It doesn't go like eating, drinking, sleeping, What's the difference between us and the animals in this way? It's something mad. Really, it's mad. How that's possible? I see this opportunity and this huge the brain, a lot of power people can make. We see that. But we're like when we change like ourselves, it's just it doesn't like watching and reaction. That's not the choice. That's not a choice. I mean, that's not a choice. If we can go to break, please.
Hello viewers, this is BARAA from Middle East. Welcome to our show with The Way with BARAA. We bring here this platform Middle Eastern life culture, politics and the global village. I will be with you every Thursday, 1 p.m. live TV. Also podcasts, all iOS and Android devices, all smart TV Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and Apple TV. Globally, he rises in satellite, and our website, millenniumnewstv24.com, millenniumnews24.com, all social media platforms, Millennium News. I will see you there.
Welcome back. So, as an example about all that, Prophet Muhammad, he sat alone in the cave of Hira. Think about that. Finding answers. And then he became a prophet. He didn't know that he will be a prophet, but he became a prophet. And his goal was guide people and go with people to the Jannah after death. He taught people, he stopped wars, literally. He didn't start wars. He stopped wars. Because I can tell you that. The point now is he makes da'wah with no reward. He didn't do business with the people by doing da'wah. He did this for free. He just told the people the truth. People asked him. People told him what about their considered things, and he fixed their mindset. He did this all for free. And because I really want to focus on that, how he did this and how we can and I can become a better person. After this episode, next episode, we have a meeting with a specific guest, special guest actually. We'll talk about Prophet Muhammad and how he changed his people, how he changed himself, and just how he changed the world in just a couple of years. Thank you so much for that. That's all for today. This is BARAA from Middle East. I will see you next Thursday at 1 p.m. You can watch us on Millennium News and all the platforms related to. I will see you next Thursday.